Hello, Leo. I was meditating on your sign and just the Leo energy, and I felt very nervous. I just burnt some sage. So, King of Cups and the Two of Cups. I'm going to put them back because I want to talk to you a little bit. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever you feel like, Leo plays a big part in your chart. This could be, you could look at it like Leo if you have Leo in the 10th house, look at how you are in your career. You can look up your natal chart by just Googling Cafe Astrology with your birth information. So, how you feeling with the Sun in Sagittarius? Moon in Capricorn. We do have Mercury and Venus and Scorpio. So, some probably deep conversation, maybe with relationships, and it doesn't have to be love. However, if the reading does start steering to that, I will pick up on it. At first, I was completely against it when I first started reading because it's just, I don't know. Anyway, that's another video. I'll probably start letting loose more. I wish I could let loose like a Leo. I have Mars in Leo. But I don't know. Lately, it's just, I've been hibernating. So I do that a lot. But I'm doing the Deviant Moon Tarot. I just got over a sinus infection, so excuse me. I'm going to use this. It's like a 10 card layout. So I'm going to start with where your journey begins. I'm going to take these. So the present day is Temperance. Past influence is the Six of Cups. Subconscious influences, Page of Swords. Secret desires and wishes, the Queen of Cups. Hidden forces, the World. I love this, and I'll point the camera down. But we do have Neptune and Pisces, home, which I like. I like when it's there because it recycles well. I'm going to take that. Events yet to come is Judgment. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus and Leo, wherever Leo plays in your chart. You can use this reading for that. That was a beautiful little flip. Two of Cups came back out. Surrounding environment. Which I just felt like you have more than you are realizing. Or maybe with the Temperance coming out first. I'll just wait. So what's the influence of others in the 8th spot? 10 of Pentacles. What's the spiritual forces for Leo in the 9th spot? This is the first time I'm using this, so if you watch other videos and they're better, don't take it personal. I'm just feeling it. And I don't like the camera. Like, I've learned that about myself. I like being by myself. I'm going to take this. Keeps peeking at me. Let's see, underneath that, spiritual forces. That's the 8 of Pentacles. It's a beautiful deck. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Take the bottom. The final outcome is the Tower. Sorry, y'all. Could be good stuff. We do have the Mercury and Venus and Scorpio. That could play a big part. Bottom of the deck. So we'll get to that. I'm going to face that up. And I will be going to see how he references these cards, the artist, because I just love it. I love reading this little book of how he references things. Got a couple memorized, but... So anyway, I'm going to point the camera down. So far, I see a lot of Pentacles. The Moon is in Capricorn, so you could be using that, especially with your influence of others. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles. So, alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, Leo, we're back. So right here it says begin your journey, which I love this whole little setup. This came with it. I think I got a special little box because I got all kinds of fancy stuff with it. So the present day is temperance. So then past influences, the Six of Cups. I think maybe you could be balancing out some of this, the theatrical aspect of yourself, what you've been putting out there for others. Maybe the show that, Leo tends to do. They are usually the star of the show. So that makes sense. Page of Swords on the subconscious influences. Again, I think that goes back to you looking at what you're putting out into the universe or into your external world. Queen of Cups, beautiful card. Secret desires and wishes. So look at them looking at each other. I think if the receiving end of you want to own your emotions and just be yourself. And Sagittarius season is good for that. So the hidden forces is the world, which she's also looking back. I believe this is going to piggyback up off of this. I feel like events yet to come. There's the Judgment card. And I'm going to read from how he looks at judgment, how he depicts it. It is just, I hope I'm saying that word correctly. Corpses rise from their tombs as the angel awakens them with the blast of his horn. All beg for redemption as judgment is set forth upon the land. It's just beautiful. So accountability for one's actions, new beginnings, awakenings. And with the Two of Cups coming right behind that, surrounding environment. I believe after this all gets cleaned out here, and you see that you have this Queen of Cups, you can have the world. I'm going to look at the world real quick. The young mermaid has made her way around the world. She ends her journey where she started it. However, experience has transformed her. Around her, a large snake completes the circle by devouring its own body. I mean, that's beautiful to me, but that's because I'm the little creepy Scorpio, probably, so. Anyway. Below her sits the beast she has overcome on her travels. So a completion of cycle or journey. The triumph. A hard-fought victory. I believe you're looking inside yourself with this. I don't think this is others. I think this is you. This is you looking at yourself. And then seeing that there are other options besides the way of thinking that you're doing to yourself. I mean, that's what we all do. And it's easy to look outside in our environment and want to maybe put on a show so that no one really knows what's going on. Usually because we have to maintain in order to work or, go outside our house and do anything for that matter. Notice these two. It looks like they just sat down. Influence of others. They sat down together. But what I notice on this, I'm going to show it to you a little closer, how it's being held up. Look at the chess game being held up. Look in the hands. It's like a trophy. But that's, underneath that moon, Capricorn moon right now. I think it's important that you see that there are surrounding environments are different for you than what you're thinking. But this is probably you investigating it. Notice the eye, shining a light onto being the Queen of Cups. And go back up here. Spiritual forces is the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe after this discussion with an older person or someone in a power position or healing position has given some advice or suggestion, or with your thoughts, it could be me. I think you're going to go home and you're going to start building it. Like after this conversation, after this ends, you're going to sit down and get it all laid out for yourself. And in this, I believe new beginnings will happen for the final outcome. And obviously that's the cycle. That's the cycle of everything, every day, from when we wake up to when we go to bed. And I think going to bed being thankful, begin your journey here, the Temperance, weighing that out. Notice 1 foot up in the water, 1 on the land. There's a certain balance there. And this doesn't have to be gender related. I'm going to read the Tower for you because I think it's beautiful. A lightning blast from the sky strikes the tower. 2 sinners plummet to their death below as the structure falls to ruin. So it's all upright, which is good because severe or abrupt change. So a loss or accident, traumatic event, ruin, upheaval. But sometimes I think what we feel is traumatic isn't what it really is. We can get caught up in our emotions. So maybe you're going back around to this. Maybe you've already went to this cycle. Maybe your present day is because you had all the losses. I mean, it's a beautiful setup, that's for sure. And this too, I keep going back to the hidden forces of the world. Notice, okay. 2 of Swords popped up on top, and I don't know why it was that loud. Well, maybe it wants me to stop. I'm going to clarify let's see, what do you guys want me to clarify? Let me see if I can tune into that. I think you're worried, like I said, you're maybe in your thoughts, or you were. I said maybe in your thoughts, or you were, and I got the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify what we need to do with the spiritual forces. What is this meaning with the 8 of Pentacles? What are some of the things that they need to work on? And I do believe it's mental. I just been being guided there. I don't know. But with the Judgment directly across from Temperance, for Leo, what is the 8 of Pentacles trying to tell them? Wow. I don't know about that. Notice the Pentacle on the bottom. I think you're gonna stop some of these thoughts by getting to work on what is real and what isn't within your thoughts. And notice it's like the taming. Draped in flowers, protection, everything's gonna be good. Notice, focus on the 2 of Cups. Notice that is out there. It could be with one person or many. But I feel like these 3 here are definitely related to one another with the surrounding environment. And I think that's what you're seeing right now. From here to here. Maybe not right now in this moment, but right now in these 2 cards. Thank you, Leo, so much. And I will be back. I don't upload on a schedule yet. Maybe I will eventually, but right now I'm just doing it as I feel it. I think that's the best part about having your own channel. So hit like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Hopefully I'll get into weekly energy and things like that. I'm just traveling a lot right now, back and forth, so it's hard for me to feel home. So anyway, maybe that's what you're going through, the tower. So, but yeah, comment below and let me know if this resonated and what did. I just, not for anything about my channel, of course it helps, but more just to communicate and get to know who watches. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.